So much to look forward to. Thanks, Laura. Well, if that weather forecast is making you a little envious of those British expats who've set up home on the Spanish costas, you might want to think again. With Spain slipping deep into recession, life there is not nearly as rosy as it was.
No, last year more than 500,000 people left Spain, and that's the first time since 1990 that more moved away than arrived. But coming back to the UK is proving increasingly hard for some, as Tim Muffet has been finding out.
Market day in the town of Neja. Overlooked by the mountains of the Sierra de Berno on the Costa del Sol, this place has proved a magnet for expats. But for Jackie Harrison, who moved here in the early 90s, La Bella Vida, the beautiful life, is turning ugly.
I'm worried about losing my house, the work at the moment. I mean, there's no money about. There's no economic help for anybody here. There's no child benefits, you can't claim anything. If I hadn't got a mortgage, I wouldn't be here now.
Spain has long been a country that attracts people. There's the weather, the scenery, the way of life. But in 2011, for the first time in 20 years, emigration outpaced immigration. More people left Spain than came here to live. But some who came here during the good years would like to leave, but can't.
We've got no chance of selling our property at the moment. I would go somewhere else, but I can't. I'm stuck.
Pensioners Nick and Sarah Ball moved here from Dorset 9 years ago. Their main worry is the exchange rate. The weakness of the pound against the euro means their pensions, which are paid in sterling, are worth 25% less than in 2007.
We love living here, but we don't necessarily want to die here. If somebody is trying to move back and they want to, perhaps they've got everything out here, and when they move back, they just find they won't make enough money from selling their properties here to buy anywhere in UK.
That's the fundamental model, isn't it? And that's not working, is it?
Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. It's just not working.
Unemployment in Spain now stands at 24.4%. Almost 1 in 4 people are out of work. And it's the bursting of the property bubble which has proved especially damaging.
The property market was giving direct employment to 15% of the population. It was direct employment. It means that those people that were working at the same time were consuming, because it was one of the engines of the Spanish economy.
Nikki Powles and her mum Leslie have watched as more and more British friends have called it quits. And as an estate agent, she's had a ringside view of the collapse of the Spanish property market.
It's just been going downhill now for about the last 7 years. There's a hell of a lot of people now that have bought in the boom, and they need to get home for one reason or another, and they just can't sell the properties, obviously because they had mortgages that are way over what the valuations of the houses are now. But obviously that's a good positive thing for people that are coming out to buy, because all the prices are really low now.
A glass half full, which many consider half empty. Nikki's optimism is in contrast to the concerns of many other expats. There is a widespread sense of gloom that even the Spanish sun can't lift. Tim Muffet, BBC News, on the Costa del Sol.
25 minutes past 6. Coming up later on.